Today the subject is most overlooked and most obvious in this life, and it is used as a side dish for our life, whereas it is the main dish. Even science proves it. But at the core, if you look, it answers the very important question where people say that, what is the point of all this? What is the purpose? That disease of finding the purpose comes from the efficiency-oriented society. But in itself, if you look at the atom, we say in a scientific language at the speed of 180 kilometers per second or something. It's rotating around the neutron, the proton and electron. Is this rotating? This is pure technical. It is dancing around it. Tribals knew it. They danced. And nobody mentions, when they talk about Vedic times and all that, they were celebrators of life. But today's time, because intellectualism and mentalism and all that kind of disconnected verbal world which is dominating, where words define your life, where words define what an action is, whereas dance is pure mystery. This whole movement of life, if you look for a purpose, then it looks like an accident. But if you look as a celebration, a dance, it's look like a genius intelligence in action. It is so fertile and it is so full of power that only way to express is dance. And that dance contains all the sciences, all the arts, all the minds, all the poetries, because all of these forms are dances. That is one of the key points in Tantra. Dancing with each other's energy. But we go there with efficient, ambitious minds. When I will get my pleasure, when I will get my orgasm, when I will get this or that. The point of dance is what Ramana talk about, what Eckhart Tolle talk about, be in the now. Point of the dance is you are in the now. Now what? There is going to be dance. If you allow, if your mind is not fucked up by the serious philosophies, by these traditionalists who want you to miserable and give you their medicine to earn from you, that do this mantra, do this or do that. Only mantra which Shiva is chanting is this dance of cosmos. But that dance has to become center of your life, not your sidekick dish. Because if you look deeply into all our actions are essentially dances. Dancing around a family, dancing around a job, dancing around a woman, dancing around a man. Look at the animals. They dance. When they are copulating, they are doing a ritual. That dance is the acknowledgement of the presence. Dance is a direct communication with this moment. It is a gratitude. It is saying that this is enough. Not enough in a let's sit quietly and go into samadhi. Enough because energy is joy. It wants to expand. All our diseases are when this joy gets trapped into efficiency and verbal mode. Wherever there is a joy, any action becomes an art. Because art's essential nature is joy. You love doing it. That's why Bashar keeps on saying that choose a profession, choose a work where there's a passion in it. You feel joyful doing it. Then nothing is a drag. You have found your destiny, because essentially each of your swadharma, each of your true nature action is celebration through you. It's a dance through you. It flows out of you. And once we can't find that flow, we seek in opposite sex. We seek in other activities. We seek in drama. Why you think that we have such an attraction for the performers? It's their freedom, it's their joy which reminds you of your joy. And that's why we love to see them passively. And this has become the disease because of the internet and everything. We have become passive observers. And we're just watching other people do the action. In pornography, others are doing action. You see some other artist dancing. Wow, great dance. Somebody singing. But singing does not mean that you have to become a professional singer. That is another disease, where your inherent core frequency is used to perform for the others. No, as a devotee, you perform only for Shiva. You perform only for this cosmos. That performance is a gratitude. That performance is actually the song of Shiva, which is coming out of you. We believe that we are created by the divine. Actually, the truth is, we are being sung by the divine. It's a constant flow. It's not the creation happened and now God is sitting in the corner and testing us, punishing us for all the bad deeds like sex and this and that. No, it is dancing, it is singing us. And that song, in a physical form, it's a dance. A person who can dance is a great warrior also, because your body has fluidity to move. A bad warrior is whose body has very limited moves. Same is with the mind. A super intelligent mind which can think anything and is very creative, it can handle any issues in their life. But you never trust creativity. You never trust the dance. You trust every kind of drag thing, mentally and physically. Even sex has become a drag to ejaculate. Celebration is eternal. The more you bring celebration into relations, your relations will last very, very long. Once you triggered off with one woman or man the process of celebration, it will continue for lives, because that's what essentially divine is trying to do through you. And most of the people are stuck with their energies because they are going with the ambitious mind. If I get this power, then I'll be this. No, you have that power. You didn't acknowledge it. You did not celebrate. You did not make celebration your main dish. You made everything else your main dish. And this celebration, language of cosmos, is a creative dance. I am preparing you for the celebration of life, not for some enlightenment, not for some efficiency. Efficiencies will serve you. Right now, you are trying to serve efficiencies, victories and successes. But once you start to celebrate, all victory, all efficiency starts to serve you. And all the guys who have issues with women, become a celebrator, become a dancer, become an artist of life. Express your energy, flow with your energy. Then feminine energy will dance around you. This dance is the key to understand. And here again there is a disease which has happened. Even dancers have become specialized dancers. Jazz dancer or ballet dancer or Bharatanatyam or this and that. Means you have chosen certain movements and stuck to that and became master of that. That is not at all like that. You have 7 kind of dances. When body dance, there is one kind of expression. When your energy dances, there is another kind of expression. When your mind dances, there is another kind of body expression. When your heart communicates, there is another dance. When your self dances, it's self-contained dance. When the Shiva dances, then you dance as a whole cosmos. You have to convert your job oriented dark thinking into a dance, because it is that royal king which is dancing its dance, and you come there all serious and rejecting the dance, calling it Maya, calling it evil, calling it sin. Nothing is sin. Your thinking makes it what it is. Your attachments make it what it is. From attachment, we want to completely drop the whole thing and walk out. No, it asks you to stay there and celebrate my play. God has created this play and we reject it. It's like some director makes a beautiful movie and you are given a character in it, and you start to develop your own ideas. Maybe I want to do the other character. That's what everybody is doing. They want to play somebody else's character. They keep telling God, why you gave me this character? And they forgot it's a play. And you drop the play in between and walk out. That's the best way to die early. Because you're designed for a dance. If you disconnect from the dance, your energy will shrink and you will lose the will for life. Dance for life is the will for life. And many people will say, but what about my life? What about my trauma? What about Palestine? What about Gaza? You're talking about your fantasy. I am talking here, you as a human being, can you dare to dance? You think socially you can bring changes and change the world? No, you cannot. Because you cannot stop a fan. You cut the electric source. Otherwise, it will cut your hand. So, intelligent way is to go to the source. That is the only light which is. That's what a warrior is. That's what courage is. In spite of no matter what is going on, you never give up on your woman. You never give up on her dance. You never say, you wait, I have to first suffer. You say, suffering can wait, I have to first celebrate. That is the spiritual switch. That is the devotional switch. Who the fuck are you to change the world? It doesn't need changing, it needs celebration. And best place to start is start with yourself. Start celebrating your life. Show gratitude to your life. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this script of circumstances, because this is all just a means. This is all just a context from where you can appreciate the cosmos. Don't get too engaged with the context of it. The whole point of a character in a movie is he's working with a great director and great co-stars. You are asked to be artist into your role. A good dancer, a good actor is very responsible for his role. But he's not serious about it. It's not a job for him, it's a celebration. You think happiness comes ready-made? You have to discover it, you have to invent it. Not that it comes ready-made to you. Once I have made money, once I have found my thing, once I got enlightened, then I will celebrate. No. First celebration, then everything happens. That's what prosperity is. You attract prosperity when you're celebrating, because whole cosmos, all its energies start to work with you, dance with you. Krishna hugs you.
Shri Ramachandra